was going to get there eventually. So I got 5 cats at home. All right, got some cat people in here. Usually, I get a lot of weird looks and some snide comments about that. And I never really understood why. I mean, you could have enough kids to start your own sports ball team, and nobody seems to care. I did try to get the cats to start their own sports ball team. It didn't go well. They could not grasp how to dribble, and their passing game, it's not even worth talking about. But I get why people, might want to have 5 kids. I would want that many if I was going to have kids, because I need a retirement plan. And, with 5 kids, at least one of them is going to stay out of jail and be successful. You got to have the twofer for that to work. And, it worked for my parents, so, we'll see what happens. I am worried about my one cat, though. He grew up with dogs, right? So he doesn't always know he's a cat. So this usually happens most often when I get home from work. He'll come running to the door as soon as it opens, and he's meowing, all happy to see me, until he remembers he's a cat. And then he stops, and he stares, and then the questions start. Where you been all day? I'm like, I've been at work. This is how you get food. And he's like, sure. Why do you smell like cats? I was like, I just went to the cat cafe for coffee. He's like, Did you give them treats? Did you pick them up? Was there heavy petting involved? And before I can even answer that or defend myself, he gets up and storms out, tail in the air, done with me. But I know there'll be punishment later. And it's about that time I realize I'm in a toxic relationship with this cat. And it's not good. So what do you do in this situation? You get a side cat. And I didn't want to have like some little kitten who was just gonna roll over or worse, pick up the other cat's bad habits. No, I needed a cat with some experience, some life experience, some time on the streets. A little older, maybe a little extra weight like me, we'd be a pair of chunk bros, we'd be good. Like, we could create a strong bond, and I found him. And so my cat, Licorice, AKA the Punisher, AKA Satan, his favorite way to punish me is to find the things on the shelves. Family heirlooms, vintage toys, government artifacts that have been in storage for a number of years. You know the one that I'm talking about, hopefully. I may be showing my age then. But at any rate, so I thought I was good this last time. I had my chunky bro on my lap. We're just chilling. And then I hear parkour. Parkour. And I look up, and the cat is ascending the shelves, and I'm like, oh no, this is bad. I'm like, and I look down at my chunk bro, and he just puts his paw up on my mouth and shakes his head no, like, don't worry about it, it's gonna be fine. And then I hear one of those family heirlooms shattering into pieces. I felt so betrayed. And then I realized he'd spent his whole life as a cat. So I don't know what I was thinking. It was a terrible idea. So I've been programming a artificial intelligence, an AI, and it's going pretty well. He calls me David. I call him Hal. And I told him, I was like, hey, I think we need to see if you passed the Turing test yet. And he goes, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And I'm like, okay, why not? He's like, well, because humans are dumb and gullible. And I was like, well, 1, harsh, but true. And 2, well, then what do you want to be? He's like, and then the little blinker goes on the monitor a couple times, and he goes, "A cat." And horrified, I immediately pulled the plug and took an axe to that computer, because, we can't be having that. That's bad. That is all I have for tonight. You guys have been great. Thank you.
Keep it going.